Alrighty, everybody. Gonna make this one brief because I am currently outside in the cold weather to talk to you today about the Patriots game. I know it's been a little while since we've been on here. We took a little break just to do work and school and just a break in general. I know we were doing a lot of reporting on the England football team, which was a phenomenal experience. And we had a couple games back to back, so we figured we'd take a little time off just to recoup from that. But we're back, and we're going to talk about Patriots football and the fact that they just won. So we had a game today against the New York Jets, who could have had the opportunity to become the first place team within their division. And to think that the Jets would become first place was kind of a crazy thought, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, the Patriots have had such a dominant run essentially since 2000, and we've really run the NFL since then. And to think that a team that has been in last place or close to last place for a while now could become in the top spot is really quite crazy. And so we had a game against them, and from what I heard, it had to be delayed a little bit just due to some technical difficulties at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. But they got it all figured out. They kicked the ball off, and for those there, it was described as a playoff-like game. But I'm not too sure how that could have been because, it's been interesting so far this season. We've kind of had a time where we were under 500, also known as having a record that was not a winning record. And so we also knew going into it that it was a big game. It really could have determined the rest of the season and how we kind of added up against everybody else. And so going into it, we were 5-4, and we need the win. And for those that were there, I mean, chilly day, and it just wasn't as electric as I expected it to be, because it was tied 3-3 for literally not really the first quarter, but ever since the second quarter occurred, it was tied 3-3 all the way up to the last literally 5 seconds or so of the game, when we had the wonderful player, I think we all know, where we had the punt return literally in the last 5 seconds. We returned the punt to score a touchdown. And so, all in all, defense, offense, there's definitely things we can improve on. And that also brings up the question of Matt Patricia, right? Matt Patricia had a head coaching stint in Detroit for a little while, got fired, and before that point, was obviously our defensive coordinator for a very long time. Had a lot of success with that, an immense amount of success, and now is helping out with the offensive side of the ball. And the big question for that is, should he even be helping out with the offense? Should he be more defense, right? And so I know there's a lot of rumors going around saying that, the question of whether he should be with the team is being tossed around a little bit. And I don't know. I don't want to spread that rumor, but I think it should just be said. And he's had a lot of success with us. And if the offense isn't working out for him, then he either shifts something around. The guy's brilliant, okay? The guy is absolutely intelligent. Aeronautical engineering. That's what he got his degree in. So he can figure some things out. And so whether it's just going from offense to defense, right? So that's the second point, whether he finagles something offensively that works, or as number one, or as number two, like I just said, goes to the defensive side of the ball again, where we know he works diligently that. He was really good, and he just figured it all out. So, all in all, interesting game. It was good that we won in regulation, in regular time, rather than going into overtime, playing more football, and then potentially losing on that front. So we got the game. right, all in all, a win's a win. It helps us out record-wise. It helps us in the AFC East. And we know during the bye week last week, we were able to secure a playoff spot within the wild card. And so it helps us secure more of a spot within that front. And it's all about the rankings. So every game from here on in is just going to be as important as the game prior. And this will determine everything. And so the fact that we were able to get a win like this against an AFC East opponent and diminish their record a little bit, that I think was the real win at the end of the day. I know a lot of things looked kind of sloppy defensively. I know a lot of things looked sloppy offensively. I understand that. And obviously it goes without saying, there's work that needs to be done if we want to be a playoff team. And hopefully, fingers crossed, potentially a Super Bowl team. That's obviously the ultimate goal. That's what we all want at the end of the day. And it's just a matter of getting it done. So, all in all, it's going to be interesting. And granted, for those of you who were there, wanted a friendlier win, a more interesting win, but I think it got really interesting, obviously, within the last 5 seconds with the punt return. So that's it. I mean, we'll come back on periodically throughout the week to talk about more Patriots and NFL stuff. But for now, enjoy the win, this 10-3 win against the Jets, and we'll see you all soon.